Welcome to Townesian Theory with Joe Beery? Where's Joe? Megan, where's Joe?
I have no idea where Joe is.
So, folks, it looks like Joe is not here yet. So I'll just get started without him. So I was gonna ask some questions online to do interviews and stuff. But since it's just me, I guess I'll just interview myself. Hi, Andrew. How are you doing today? Doing good. You know, same as always. So, Andrew, how was your day? It was okay. Is this Joe Beery? Joe Beery is here. I don't have to interview myself. This is good news for all of you, except for Joe.
It's a terrifying time.
So, Joe, what's our show called?
I believe our show is called Two Annoying Lizards and a Soundcat.
Yep.
But I could be wrong.
Why is that not actually the name of our show?
I don't know.
We should change the name of our show.
Melancholy
And
Furkai.
it's not a close debate. We need, yes, Two Annoying Lizards and a Sound.
I think that would be a great name. Hi guys, this is Townesian Theory
With Joe Beery.
and Andrew Towns
And a Soundcat.
and a Soundcat named.
Megan.
Hi Megan.
You're a Soundcat.
Guys, I made it out of Russia. They were holding me prisoner in Russia, but I escaped from Sochi itself, which is now being called the Steel Circle, guys.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I like it.
I was in a lecture about Sochi Olympics in Russia and stuff, and I believe Putin is now calling his security force the Steel Circle around Sochi, or
Interesting.
La Stekarforkba in Sochi. So
Okay.
that's cool.
So today is our big esports episode, where we talk about esports
Esports?
exclusively, like StarCraft.
Oh goodness. What?
No,
What?
I don't know.
I feel like I was uninformed.
You weren't.
I came with a plan.
I did sort of,
I feel like I did better than you did.
probably.
Are we recording this?
Yeah.
Good. Just
No,
making
hey,
sure.
hey, recording.
Hi,
hey,
if you're listening to
Towns.
this recorded.
In the
this is-
future, it means you recorded it.
Yay!
If you aren't, it means you aren't listening to the recording.
We should
definitely
splice.
record
Should record our show in chunks and then splice them together, and then we can actually foreshadow in hindsight.
That'd be
which is something
fun.
I've always wanted to do.
That'd be we should do a show backwards one day,
That'd be fantastic.
and that we could have it live forwards, obviously, because it'd be hard to do it backwards live.
Why haven't we done that yet?
Why haven't we done a backwards live? We should try that.
I don't
That's
know.
a good idea.
That's sometime we'll do that. This is almost
Yeah.
episode 2, guys,
Yeah.
but it's not.
No, it's episode 3.
Hey,
Hey.
it's true. I haven't said that yet, guys.
No.
It's season 2, episode 4.
No.
Season 2, episode 3.
You're bad at listening to numbers.
I'm tired and lost.
You are an annoying lizard.
Let's start over.
Okay.
This is Townesian Theory
With Joe Beery.
and Andrew Towns. This week we wanted to do you want to? We'll kick off with the usual stuff and then we'll get to more interesting questions.
Yeah, fine.
Later. All right. So current events.
Yep.
I just kicked off with Steel Circle of Sochi. So if you have something better, go for it.
I don't. But I do have a story of a Florida man who claims to investigators that his wife was abducted by a hologram.
Your pauses imply that you're making this up as you go.
I'm not.
Are you sure you're not just bullcrapping current events right now?
No, I'm reading an article.
All right.
The article is titled "Holograms, Booze, and Digging for Gold in Martin County."
That sounds fun.
Yep.
Been there. Done
Yep,
that.
a 53-year-old man told Martin County Sheriff investigators that people were in his home and had abducted his 51-year-old wife. He spoke of holograms and signals.
Oh really?
Yes.
That's strange. I've
Yes.
never heard of that before.
It's Florida. Get used to it.
That's true. I live
You
here
live
now.
here now.
Why am I Floridian?
I don't know.
I'm a giant squid of anger about
You,
this.
you just burp.
Yeah.
You just burped.
Yeah. Excuse me.
On air.
I've done worse things on air.
Like what?
Cool breeze.
Oh.
Anyway, there's a guy named Jose Salvador Alvarenga. But he pretended to be a castaway, but he might have actually been a castaway. Nobody knows. But he disappeared for 13 months. And he came back with a beard. And a bunch of people think he was actually just gambling and pulled a Walter White bit. But he claims he was lost for 13 months at sea. So we want your responses. What do you think? Lost or drunk?
Lost or drunk?
That should be a game we play.
That is going to be the game we play later.
Lost or Drunk.
Yep, we will describe episodes of Lost or things that happen to people when they're drunk.
Apparently, if his estimate is correct, he traveled roughly 6,600 miles
Wow.
in
That's
a year and a month.
very many miles in a month.
That is, of open ocean, before ending up in the archipelago nation about halfway between Hawaii and Australia in the northern Pacific.
Lost or drunk. It's
But
for you to decide.
But that's actually, given the current, that's actually less distance than he would have had to travel, like, in a year. So where he's probably, my bet's on drunk and, like, gambling.
Okay. Possible.
Because it's a news story. So, yeah.
Okay, this week a woman was assaulted and someone stole her false teeth.
Oh, that's not
Yeah.
nice.
They punched her in the jaw
Why is that
and
a
took
thing?
her upper false teeth.
Why would you do that to someone?
I don't know.
That is not cool.
When she was asked whether she wanted to pursue criminal charges against the man, the woman said, "No, I just want my teeth back."
Why would you, like, oh my goodness.
It's awesome.
That's not all right.
It's horrific, but
I want
really funny.
to go protest this injustice that I've seen.
How do you plan on going about that?
I don't even know anymore. The world doesn't make sense.
Okay, I promise my next two current events will be real.
Oh, good. I'm glad those two are fake.
No, they weren't. Be scared.
As per usual, I'm gonna give you guys the uppity up on Ukrainian politics.
Oh, yeah.
Ukraine is currently embroiled in a near civil war state because of its Russian thing. If you followed the show, you'd know that. But if you're new, go back and listen to the other podcasts because I go a pretty in-depth thing. Or you can do a brief Google search. Actually, if you type UK, it comes up with Ukraine politics. So
Not University of Kentucky basketball.
you'd think it would, but
Yeah.
no. So the big thing now is that the West needs to intervene before the Ukraine literally shakes itself to pieces. The Munich Security Conference is recently experienced heated debates on what Germany should do to deal with it, and most people are still bitter about how the Soviet Union treated Germany, so Germany doesn't want to do anything. But
like it.
they also realized that was primarily Russia, not Ukraine. So it's a Westerner thing, but I call it the Ukraine. A lot of people do. It's actually
Called Ukraine.
it's offensive if you call it the Ukraine to them.
I've never actually called it the Ukraine. I think you're the only one.
I've heard people call it the Ukraine.
Okay, I believe you, but
Like I don't know. Maybe it is just me and I'm like ignorant and stupid or
Could
something.
be.
But like Ukraine,
just something you have to
you call it Ukraine.
consider.
But yeah, I try. I'm getting
Yeah.
better. But yeah, Ukraine needs help. So if you're a Western politician in high standing, you should figure something out.
Yes.
Or we could just sit there and watch watch Ukraine destroy itself.
So listen back next week where we discuss more about Ukraine.
That'll happen.
Yep.
I'm sure. If it still exists next week.
It might.
If it doesn't, we'll probably still talk about
Talk about some unclaimed plot of land in Europe.
No, known as World War III, where
Yes.
Europe goes to war with Russia.
Okay, on a more happier.
A
God
more happier note.
damn it already. Okay. Okay. Tomorrow, the Lego movie's released.
Ah!
And I'm really excited.
That's exciting.
Okay, on Rotten Tomatoes, there are currently 72 reviews. I'm thinking radio show right now. One of them is negative.
Wow.
1 out of 70, 99% certified fresh. And I'm really excited because it has awesome people involved in it.
That's pretty sweet.
And it's about Legos.
I'm excited.
You should go see it.
I will.
This ad paid for by the Lego Corporation.
Sorry, guys. We had to sell out. We needed sponsors.
Is that a Hasbro or are they independent? I'm gonna look up Lego right now. I'm curious.
All right, now I'm going to do some rapid-fire current events.
Ooh, snap.
This is going to get intense. Are you guys ready for this?
I'm scared.
All world news in 1 minute or less. In American football, the Seattle Seahawks recently defeated the Denver Broncos in order to win Super Bowl 40-something.
Eight.
Academy Award-winning actor Philip Seymour Hoffman has passed away at the age of 46 of a heroin overdose. India's
Sad.
first monorail since independence, the Mumbai monorail, is inaugurated. 2 previously unknown poems written by 7th century BC Greek poet Sappho are discovered. Scientists announced a new technique for creating stem cells amidst ongoing government riots. Ukraine Prime Minister Mykola Azgarov resigns, and at the 56th Grammy Awards, French group Daft Punk wins 4 awards, including Album of the Year and Record of the Year. 3 men have recently died: Maximilian Schell, Arthur Rankin Jr., and Pete Seeger. None of that was happy except Daft Punk.
No, yeah.
Oh, and the poems by Sappho.
I guess
Sappho.
football isn't distinctly happy or unhappy.
Based on the game, that wasn't actually a game.
It was really funny. I enjoyed watching it. Like I was just like hoping the Seahawks would score more and more because it got funnier and
The
funnier.
Denver Broncos lose like 400-2 or something.
Megan can verify. I was like legitimately rooting for.
He got happier the further apart the score got.
It was so funny.
It was depressing to watch.
The start of the second half, the kickoff return for a touchdown was hilarious for me. I didn't stop laughing for a while.
Oh, also a possible new species of giant jellyfish was discovered.
That's terrifying. Jellyfish are evil and they're brainless, and
They're in Australia.
they would be. That's where the scary jellyfish are.
Exactly.
Box jellyfish.
Never go to Australia, you'll die.
Yeah, don't swim there because you'll die before you get there because of the jellyfish.
I don't want to die in Australia. That sounds awful.
I felt like a lot of people died in Australia.
I know, and it's not good.
Mostly Australians.
Purple. Okay, so that was weird.
You guys didn't hear that.
Some of these files on my computer aren't actual things. Do
What?
you have more current events?
Let me think. I'm seeing if I can make any more up.
Oh my gosh.
No, Jay Leno. Tonight is his last episode of The Tonight Show.
Good.
He's been a late night show for talk show host for 22 years.
Isn't it nice? That
Like-
Conan O'Brien defeating loser.
Now he's like a villain now, but I'm sure he was good at some point.
There was a time. He used to be good, and
Because
then
you don't have that much success without being at least good.
I blame him for the death of Conan O'Brien.
Conan O'Brien's alive.
Prove it.
Turn on TBS at any point. Turn on TBS at any moment, and you will see Conan O'Brien.
Reruns.
No. Well, yeah, mostly, but
Exactly.
sure some of them are new and live.
Probably. No.
Live
but
as in not dead.
I'll give you that it's kind of sad. He was in Wilmington, Ohio, which is near my hometown.
But Seth Meyers is gonna be the late show now, so I like
That's
that.
actually pretty cool.
I like Seth Meyers
Yeah, he's
and
aight.
Jimmy Fallon.
He's good at what he does. You know who's better at what he does?
Who?
Jim Carroll.
Jim Carroll again.
I know, right?
I just want more John Mulaney everywhere.
John Mulaney should. Actually, he's all right.
Ha! Proven wrong.
This date in history.
Yes.
It is February 6th, 2014. Which is weird because it's 2014. That's weird. Anyway, 1788, Massachusetts ratified the United States Constitution, becoming the 6th state to join the Union. Joseph Priestley, British in 1804, British keeping.
Date your words.
Joseph Priestley, British chemist, died. His work on the isolation of gases led him to discover oxygen in 1774. So this dude was kind of important. 1899, the Spanish-American War ended when a peace treaty between Spain and the United States was signed. 1933, the 20th Amendment to the Constitution, which set the date for the president's inauguration on January 20th, was adopted. 1935, the popular board game Monopoly went on sale for the first time. 1952, Princess Elizabeth became Queen Elizabeth II of Great Britain and went on to conquer the earth.
How arrogant.
1971, astronaut Alan B. Shepard hit a golf ball and Edgar Mitchell threw a javelin on the moon. They landed in the same crater and remain on the moon today. 2001, Ariel Sharon was elected Prime Minister of Israel. Some believe that's not actually a country. And 2012, the Diamond Jubilee of Queen Elizabeth II marked the 60th anniversary of her ascension to the throne, which actually happened in 1952, which is crazy because this date in history says both, which is nuts.
What?
I'm freaking out.
I'm freaking out.
That was like 2 years ago. 2012, man. Is Queen Elizabeth II still like the queen?
On this day in history, 2005, Paul McCartney headlined the Super Bowl halftime show and performed 4 songs. The songs were Drive My Car, Live and Let Die, Get Back, and, you guessed it, Hey Jude.
I miss the Beatles.
Yeah.
They were pretty good.
They were pretty okay.
I hear they revolutionized something.
They were known for their music.
Yeah.
They were pretty well known for their music.
And their hair.
Yeah.
I believe their hair was a pretty prominent part of their performance.
Yeah, no, I've heard that they have the bowl cut that
it was beautiful, man.
isn't fashionable nowadays for some reason. Oh my gosh, I can't imagine why.
I think you should do it.
My hair could not possibly do that.
Really?
Yeah, and to answer Kevin's question, I am just as good looking on radio as I am in person.
Well, you're close.
Close.
Yeah, I mean, you
Like you get, yeah.
in person, you're a bit poofier,
Yeah, I'm a lot poofier in person.
but on radio, you're still rather poofy.
I am. Just listen to my voice. You
yeah.
can hear poof, poof, poof.
We have deteriorated recently.
No, we got better. It's because our producer isn't here.
I blame her entirely.
I blame our producer and her family.
Amanda Spring, this is a shout out.
Yep.
But,
You're going to listen at some point, but It's,
Nah.
It's a shout down.
Nah, poor Amanda.
Yeah.
Can't even defend herself.
She chose her ways.
She chose to go with her
She's
family. to a
making
sports
this
event.
choice.
She chose to be with her family, of course.
She
Nah,
could
we love you,
choose
Amanda.
Otherwise,
We miss you.
Yeah.
Hey, let's
All the best.
let's discuss Townesian theory.
Yeah. What?
Do you want to take today, guys? We wanted to just pick something apart that we've been wondering about. You've been wondering about
Yeah.
since day one.
Yeah.
What is Townesian theory?
And who is Joe Beery?
So, do you want to take Townesian theory or Joe Beery? I expect at least a 30-minute description of each.
Yeah. Just so you guys know, we might run out of time.
Keep listening.
I'm gonna start with. Ooh, they're both so revealing. How do we dive in? Okay, Joe Beery is a man.
I agree.
Joe Beery is a man that I've met before.
Are you sure?
Yes,
Really?
we met one time.
I hear he's strange
He is.
in the head.
He's very strange in
The
that.
head ball.
We made the head ball. Thank you, Joseph, for acknowledging that Joe Beery does have a head ball. Yeah, it's a really funny story. I met him once. It was raining outside, just like a day like any other. I was walking down the street, and he runs into me, like a man run into a pole, hard and with his forehead first.
Ooh.
I fell over.
Close to home.
Then I got back up, and I'm like,
Close to home.
"Hey man, you ran into me." And the guy's like, "I'm Joe Beery," and yes, I did. And I was intrigued by this sort of like level of cockiness there. Like, yeah, I did run into you. Yeah, this is my name. Yeah, deal with it. But he didn't say that. He just got it. He was just too cool, to an extent. Like I did say, this day was raining.
I see.
As this day was raining, like many others, there was water outside.
Really?
Yes, rain is actually
I hear it's composed
it,
primarily
like basically
of
you know
air.
like water on the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you see like rivers, lakes,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah,
like
of course,
basically
we're next to an ocean.
what happens is the water evaporates and goes up into the sky,
Really?
forming clouds.
No.
Yeah,
No.
and then they condense. They get like the water molecules like build together, and then they get heavier and heavier, to where like the sky can't hold them anymore. So then, the angels get buckets, scoop it out, dump it off the clouds. They just dump it off the clouds onto the ground wherever they happen to be. And this waters the plants. It like spreads water all around the world. It rains everywhere at the same time.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Constantly?
Yes.
Why?
If it's raining here, it's raining in China.
Are you sure it's not snowing?
It's raining in Japan. It's raining in... No. Well, it could be snowing. Snow is actually another type of precipitation.
Whoa.
It happens when it's cold.
Oh.
Yes.
I'm from Ohio, and I knew that.
Yep. Yes, you did.
Anyway.
But yes, this Joe Beery
So it
fellow...
was raining, and there was water outside.
Yes, he explained how rain worked to me. That was where I learned that.
Oh.
I met him like 5 months ago, give or take.
Okay.
And that is when I learned about the rain.
Nice.
And why it happens. And how it happens. And so, that's why I include his name in the show.
I had a slightly different experience with Mr. Beery.
You've met Mr. Beery.
I have met him once.
Okay, I did not know this as my co-host.
Yeah, you didn't
Should've-
expect this.
No.
He was actually your original co-host for the show.
Was he?
Yeah.
You-
You never
he-
knew it.
That was...
He was right under your nose.
But like, the hair.
It's different.
Yeah, it looks like he... Did he get it cut or dyed or
no,
both?
he was actually mauled by
No.
several raccoons at once.
Did they bite his scalp and that like changed his hair?
They bit his everything.
They bit his that includes his scalp.
They just mauled him
Poor Joe.
for like 3 days straight.
Oh dear.
So
Is that why I had to get a new co-host?
I need an aside.
That's sad.
While I did run into a pole, I was not mauled by raccoons recently.
Not sad.
For
That's
everyone
really
who-
sad.
For everyone who knows me,
No,
raccoon mauling didn't
don't
happen.
break the. Is there a fourth wall in radio? Because it's like it's like a
Yes.
booth.
I know. I was
Don't
actually-
break through any wall.
But for real though, it was a hard. That's why you had to get a new co-host. Yeah, they mauled his lips. They were like sewn shut or something. So now I'm here.
Ew.
Yeah, I replaced him. We should change the name of the show to Townesian Theory and the Two Annoying Lizards with the Soundcat.
I just want like the Soundcat would be a good name for a radio show.
See, this is if we like spliced this bit first, we could foreshadow in hindsight
Oh, totally.
to me walking into the booth.
Totally.
I feel like this was the worst bit we've ever done.
It is. It's very bad. It's just yeah. I had a stupid idea last week. Where I'm like, what is Townesian theory?
We would have did this with hope.
Yeah, we're like,
And
yeah,
this
we're
is-
gonna like dive into this mystery. What is Townesian theory? Someone's like, is your show about economics? And I'm like, no, it's not.
I think we should do. I think Townesian theory will be better though. The Joe Beery joke is stale
The Joe Beery joke.
because we had a whole episode where we met each other.
Did we?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, but no one was listening to that. Not that anyone's listening to this, but no one was listening to
that's
that.
true. I think
we have a
did this-
podcast now. We have future listeners. We're like making an investment for the future.
We do this primarily for ourselves, don't we?
Yeah, and Amanda.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Soundcats everywhere.
But we can.
That's
do
our new fan group.
the Soundcats.
That's what our fans group's gonna
Instead
be.
of viewers, you are
Yeah,
all now
you,
Soundcats.
You are Soundcats.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
If you like the name Soundcat,
Raise your hand.
comment 1 on our page. If you don't like the name Soundcat, comment 1 on our page.
We
get
will
enough
tally those up.
the majority of ones, and you're called Soundcat.
If they add up to more than the number 1, like we will do this.
Yeah, if we get a 1,
If we get one of you to write on our page,
we will
the number 1,
start calling you Soundcats.
you will be Soundcats.
And if you don't,
for never.
we will never call you ever anything.
Yep.
We will just stop doing the show.
Yes, we
That's
will.
probably what they want.
Yeah, it is.
Honestly, that's probably what they desire.
I just want my 10,000 song like shuffled playlist from
Yeah.
iTunes.
Exactly.
That's what I want to tune
That's
into.
why they follow the show.
Yes.
That was loud. that crank. That went up to
Someone
red.
already counted 1 plus 1.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, they're
Yeah.
Soundcats now.
You are all Soundcats.
You were just decided upon by one person.
You are Soundcats. Henry has made that choice for
So
you.
Townesian theory.
Yes.
Townesian theory is a complex, non-economic idea, but
Yes.
it's fundamentally it's like based in this weird mix of philosophy, language, and biology. Now you see, Townesian theory was developed by a man named Andrew Towns in the early 2013s.
Really?
Yeah.
Early?
Yeah, the early
Oh.
2013s.
Wow.
He,
I'm learning today.
He began to formulate this idea that people could put their feet in front of each other at a rapid pace and be propelled forward. Now, no one believed this was possible. They doubted him, as I believe you doubt me now. But one day, Towns believes his new idea, the Townesian theory, will catch on and will be called wooking. Worst bit ever.
Yeah, okay. So, my interpretation
I couldn't even.
My interpretation of Townesian theory was a little bit different.
Okay.
I always thought it was invented by this guy, Andrew Towns,
Yeah.
in mid to late early.
Andy Townsend?
No. I don't know his name, honestly. Townsend, possibly. Townesian, maybe.
Archie Comics?
Archie Comics. It involved Jughead heavily.
Good.
Jughead and his dog, Hot Dog, were unrelated to this story at all, so I'm just going to move on. And I thought Townesian theory was... This guy, Towns, he had a thought that he would talk and people would listen. He was a big mover. He thought...
And a shaker.
Yes, and shaker. He was going to change the world. He figured that if he could talk into a microphone and get it into people's laptops and radios, and they were listening, that they would continue to listen. He wanted to talk to people without having to see them. And that is Townesian theory. I thought. I don't know.
I think you're probably more right than I am.
Yeah, you're pretty wrong.
I'm entirely incorrect,
No,
actually.
yeah, it's not close.
So, what are we going to call this? Radzio?
Radio.
That's Russian for radio.
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 That sounds... Anyway.
Russian radio.
Can I just... We should have... I would have cut this and put the apology before the episode, but I'm going to
Yay,
apologize
podcast. I'm sorry, future viewers. Soundcats.
now. I'm sorry, Soundcats.
Sorry, Soundcats of the future. What you are now.
I'm truly apologetic for this falling out that we've had.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry that this happened.
I also need to apologize, and I'm gonna one-up myself next week because I didn't do this, but I came entirely unprepared with creativity, guys.
What?
I did not create...
I have a bad poem.
Oh my
You
gosh.
should have written a bad poem too.
All you do is write poems.
I wrote a ukulele song.
It was so bad.
It was so fun.
It was so bad.
I enjoyed it. I'm glad I wrote it.
But I just want to
If
make
I had my ukulele, I'd play it again.
I just want to point out that you guys haven't given us any creativity.
Yeah, Soundcats.
You don't even deserve creativity.
Step up.
That's not true. I'm going to paint you guys a picture for next week.
You write something or paint something while I read my poem.
That's a good plan.
Yeah, like you just like pull something out of your hat.
Unpaint?
Yes, paint something out of your hat.
Okay.
Just pick anything.
I'll write a poem while
with
you
your
read
hat.
your poem. I'm doing timed poetry for you guys this week.
Yeah.
I'm as long as Towns says his poem to write my poem.
It's not a long poem. It's like 100 words.
Holy crap, this is going to be interesting.
Oh, yeah. 101 words.
So-
No, what was the title?
Have you done any research on the DeLand Coven?
No, I keep meaning to. We should explore it tonight.
I know. It's terrifying.
It's legitimately terrifying.
I did some research. The house was built in the late 1800s, refurbished in 1939, and now I don't know who owns it, but it's officially owned by
A witch.
DeLand City.
Oh, so
But
a witch
it's-
just squats there.
But it's like being leased out to someone.
A witch.
Probably.
Almost definitely a witch.
So because the sign says like witchcraft occurs here.
It doesn't, but it should.
What is it? It says something like terrifying, like supernatural or something.
Let's go check it out.
It's dark and we're gonna die.
Yeah, that's my point. No,
That's
it's not.
Not a good point.
That is Townesian theory. No,
Yeah, good night, guys. If we don't see you
Townesian theory is
again,
that we're gonna die.
if you don't see us again, it's because Towns is a moron and wants us to go kill ourselves, basically.
Yep.
Okay, but yeah. So we'll explore more later. But that's like
Yeah.
the one thing I got. I came with another myth because I didn't think you did your research.
Yes.
So I wanted to bring another one in.
I want another myth. You tell me the myth, and I'll bust it.
Shadowan,
Should have won.
a dorm on our campus, is haunted.
Yeah. No, that's confirmed.
Yeah, it's terrifying, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm glad I'm not a girl.
It used to be a mental asylum.
I feel like there are multiple buildings. I think that was Emily. But if that is the case, there are multiple buildings.
I believe a
campus
lot of
that used
Stetson
to be.
campus used to be.
A mental asylum.
Yeah.
Yeah. We actually, like, me and some friends made, like, a fake movie trailer last year about, like, insane people escaping from a mental
You
asylum.
should
That
post-
actually was Shadowan.
You should post it on the state or on the page.
I should. I should.
We'll share that video with you guys.
Yes, it's weird.
It's actually pretty good. I've seen it. It was one of the first things I saw about Towns. Changed my opinion of him quite a bit.
I didn't do much in it, though.
He didn't. It was weird.
I got back from a baseball game. They're like, come make a movie. I'm like, okay. So I did.
So yeah, the haunted Shadowan.
Yes.
I talked to a couple members, residents of Shadowan, I should call them, I suppose. That is the appropriate term. But and they none of them have seen a ghost,
Uh-huh.
but I'm pretty sure they think it's haunted based on their intonation. So we're gonna research that too. So next week we are really bad at coming to you guys with actual information.
Yeah.
But next week, DeLand Coven and Shadowan Mystery explained.
Oh, yeah.
I think.
So tune in next week.
Unless we put it off again. In which
No.
case, 2 weeks from now,
Yeah.
maybe.
Eventually, we will
Hold us accountable. Be like, hey,
mention this
hey,
again.
Did you guys do the thing yet? And we'll be like, no. And then
Yeah.
you'll be like, go do it now. And be like, okay.
Also, recently, I made a movie.
You did.
I did. I made a weird movie.
And you only submitted the audio.
Possibly. It's actually very sad. I got some friends together. One of them producer of the show, Amanda. One Soundcat, Megan.
Hi, Soundcat Megan.
They came over to my home, and we filmed a movie. We did all sorts of fun stuff. It had like go-karts and all sorts of chasing and action, and not really. It was like a comedy. It was a weird comedy. Super bizarre. There was like a montage of nonsense and like
This is getting weirder.
puppets and like showers and don't ask. But yeah, we made a movie, and I edited it most of the weekend. It was a lot of work, and then I turned it into this campus movie fest thing that's on campus, and I saved a copy to my flash drive, and I'm pretty sure that I only turned in the audio file. I think I only turned in the audio file of this so-called movie, which implies pictures. I think I only submitted that, and I'm getting a lot of sad faces in the booth right now, and most of them are mine. There's also more children in the booth than ever before.
That was the sound of my heart crying for you.
It was your nephew on Skype.
My nephew on video.
Kids are getting really good at technology these days. Really good at technology.
My 2-month-old, man, my like 6-month. He's like 4. I don't know, 5. He's probably 5 months old now.
You just cuss.
No, I said 5.
Okay.
I said what?
Are you sure?
I am positive.
Okay, I believe you.
My
I know.
5-month-old nephew, almost 6.
Yeah.
My old man nephew.
Yeah.
Can Skype now, but not really.
Oh,
But kind of.
that's weird.
So yeah, you made a move. I'm sorry that yeah.
Yes.
Was that the first time Amanda's heard about it?
No, I'm pretty sure she knows about it. She
Okay.
she accosted me one time like,
Okay.
did this just? I'm like, maybe.
I was gonna feel really bad if like this.
But like
she heard from here.
Yeah, like my flash drive definitely only has the audio file, but like I'm hoping that like I actually turned in the whole thing to the website.
We're gonna find out.
Yeah, we're gonna find out on Valentine's Day.
It could just be a weird little thing.
Wouldn't be the first disappointing short film festival thing I've entered.
Yeah.
But no, I have Soundcats, so it's all okay.
Soundcat.
Soundcat.
We'll make a theme song for you guys.
Yeah, we should. We need to make a theme song for like Townesian Theory.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Also a logo.
For sure. Next week,
Yeah.
2 stories,
Two
a
stories.
logo, and a theme song.
That'll be next week's title.
This is gonna be a long week
Yes.
for us. Of
Yeah.
creativity and awesomeness.
And a long way for you guys because you're gonna be like so anticipating it. You're gonna be like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to see what happens next week.
Did you get any questions from viewers?
One.
I got a bunch, so you can go first.
Really?
Yeah.
You actually got a bunch of questions?
God is a relative term. I got 4 and I made up 7.
And you like, are you as good looking in person as you are on your show?
Oh, see, that was...
Yeah, I already answered that one, but the answer is I'm poofier.
He is poofier.
I am poofier.
I'm going to do the 4 I got first, the 4 real ones, and then I'm going to do the 5 that were suggested to me like 4 minutes before the show.
So people asked you questions about me,
No.
but like they were
Well, I mean, yeah, I got some questions about you, but...
they didn't bother to ask them on like the post that I.
No, that's because they're not cool people.
No one listens to me on social media.
No, I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm gonna post a status.
The first question
It's
I
gonna be a
got...
sad face.
Okay, the first question I got was, is there a God?
Is there a God? Maybe.
I personally believe yes, but I can understand how some people wouldn't.
I think
and
there is.
I don't think that's a question that we should get into on
No,
a
we
radio. So I'm gonna skip that. But I just wanted to mention that someone literally asked me when I asked for questions for the radio show, "Is there a God?"
They are blunt. I can't do it.
I will talk to you about this at another time.
Just makes me sadder.
But my second question was, why is the ocean salty? I think it's dissolving starfish.
I think that there were a bunch of like, when the Earth was made through whatever process. Going back to the last question, I don't know what you believe, but I believe that a giant, like kind of like glaciers nowadays, they were just giant rocks of salt floating around, and they've all melted into the ocean.
Interesting.
Yes.
Now our local science expert and Soundcat, Megan, is going to explain to me how it works, and I'm going to say it on air.
We can just ask her, are we right or wrong? We're yes? No, we're wrong. We're wrong.
Well, apparently we're wrong.
We're wrong. Uh-oh.
What about rain salt? Sodium leaks out of the earth.
The mantle is entirely sodium.
Oh, really? Okay, the mantle is entirely sodium, guys.
I'm wrong
I didn't
again.
know that was true. I don't think it is, but...
I do. I think it's true.
Really?
That's why they call that salt like Norton's or whatever.
This is mantle salt.
It's the best type of salt.
The third question was, how do you cure HIV?
That's actually a complicated question. I'm not the one to answer it, but you get a vaccine.
I think that's really... I don't think there is a cure for it. Like a cure
I think
for
they've
HIV.
like found things that have successfully worked, but they haven't like
Really?
totally gone through the process. It's like there have been instances of, I believe someone last year was cured of HIV. Is that not the case?
I don't know, but the answer for why is the ocean salty is stupid, so I'm not going to tell it
What
to you
I
guys.
want to know what it is.
Stuff's dissolved in it.
Like
That's really it.
like
Eventually-
giant big
eventually-
floating rocks of salt.
Random stuff is
Eventually, this
dissolved in it.
water,
Salt
with
glaciers.
its small load of dissolved minerals or salts, reaches a stream and flows into lakes and oceans. And the annual addition of dissolved salts by rivers is only a tiny fraction of the total salt in the ocean.
And you really don't want pure sodium in water. It's kind of explosive like that.
No, it's not. Not if it melts.
Towns actually thought there were just a bunch of bombs of sodium floating out in the Atlantic Ocean.
What do you think killed the dinosaurs?
Sodium
And don't tell me a
bombs.
meteor. It's just giant bombs of sodium
It was-
floating around
it
the
was-
ocean.
It was sodium bombs.
It was
I believe
sodium.
it. I don't believe it, actually. That's a lie. How do you cure HIV? I don't think there's... If you have HIV and you ask me this question... I know I asked all these questions, by the way. But If you have HIV and you ask me this question, see your physician, not Townesian theory.
But I'm pretty sure there is a cure out there. It's just not like been through all the trials. I believe there have been instances of people cured of it.
So take heart.
Supposedly.
So take heart because there are bunny ear quotes around
Yeah.
cure.
As in, like, if there's any cure, it's like
There's treatment.
treatment.
There's treatments. That means that you're gonna
Yeah.
live an unhappy life.
Yes.
I'm
But yeah,
sorry,
it's-
that was mean.
Obviously,
there-
we'd know about it if there
There's
was
probably a
something
way to,
that
there's probably
actually
a way to
worked.
live with it.
That'd
so.
be a big news story.
Is there a final question? Is there a Starbucks in Hollywood studios? There has to be.
Possibly.
There's no way there's not.
There's some Starbucks on Disney property, I'm pretty sure.
Right, really?
Pretty sure. Google, because we are inadequate.
Is there a Starbucks in Hollywood studios? I wonder why you would Google. Like, I feel like that's all been Googled from a telephone. Like, because everyone at Hollywood studios is probably like, where is the Starbucks? You know?
On Main Street, there's a sign for Starbucks, but I've never actually seen it open.
There's
Oh,
one in Epcot.
interesting.
Yeah.
So there's a sign for a Starbucks.
That's interesting because like it tells me that Walt thought that there would be like Starbucks in the future.
Really?
That like a society in the future would have Starbucks.
That's nice.
That's the whole thing about Epcot. It was originally designed to be actually a community. Obviously, the plans have changed by a bunch. Entirely, in fact.
There is a Disney community, isn't there?
Well, like people don't live at Epcot.
Celebration.
That's not Epcot. Like that's different. It's like there is a Disney community, but it's not Epcot. Like Epcot's like a different.
Satellite campus there.
Yeah. Satellite campus just makes it sound more futuristic. Stop making it sound. Soundcat, you are not the guest.
She's basically the guest.
She's being such a loud Soundcat today.
Soundcats are loud.
Usually she's
You're always allowed
docile.
to
I
talk.
just know things, and I feel like they should be said.
I think they should be said. Say them into the microphone,
No,
though.
I get in trouble for talking.
I want you to talk.
I have gotten a link.
I'm gonna be quiet now.
Why? Soundcats, we always want you to talk. This is a weird Soundcat. Also call in if you're bored.
I have been sent an NBC News article that
About Soundcats?
treated for cancer, 2 men now appear free of HIV.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I'm
So
impressed.
like it is a thing that people have been or do appear to be free of HIV after previously having it.
So there is potential for your life to be okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna let like the whole sciencey thing do its thing because I don't know all the sciencey stuff right now.
I don't either.
But I'm sure you can look it up.
Now I have the 3 most Googled questions on the internet.
Oh, what are they?
Why
I'm
am
afraid.
Why am I here? Are you here? What is life?
Okay. Why am I here? I don't know. Why are you here? You tell me.
We're here for the radio show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next question.
Are you here?
Am I here? I do believe so.
But
To the best of my knowledge, I am here.
I mean, if I'm responding to you, like if I asked, "Are you here?" and I'm responding myself, no. If you ask this question, you're not here. Because
Are you sure that isn't just like the most texted question?
It probably, I feel like it is.
Yeah.
It's up there.
Yeah, it's got to be up. Like, are you here yet? Are you here yet?
But it's followed by "What is life?" which I don't think is the
What-
most texted question.
I don't know.
This is another controversial subject.
Never had like one of those like moments where you're just down in the dumps and you text everyone you've ever met.
what
What is life?
What is life?
Like questioning everything.
That leads well into my next question, though.
Does it?
One of the most the most Googled question this week: Is Justin Bieber dead?
No,
No,
I don't believe so.
He's very much alive
As far as we know,
and not retiring.
nope.
So
Yeah,
in-
he is. I
in-
thought he retired.
No, that was a rumor too.
I thought he said he was gonna retire.
He did. He's not.
Yeah, I figured he wouldn't. 'Cause
In no way is Justin Bieber dead. His career is not. Well, his career is dead, but that's not
his
literally
his
dead.
career's not dead. Like his next album's probably gonna be bigger than the other ones because of all this crap.
No, but I mean, like I consider a career to be making good music.
Oh no, his career never began. So
That's
don't
true.
even start.
That is true.
Yeah.
Who is John Galt? Another heavily Googled question this
Oh
week.
my gosh, why is that so familiar to me?
Because he is. I don't actually know, by the way.
Oh my god, this is not a good episode.
It's a really fine episode. He's a character in Anne Rine's novel Atlas Shrugged. Or Atlas Shrugged, 1957.
Ayn Rand, Atlas Shrugged.
Yeah.
You're bad at reading.
I can't read words.
Never try to read Atlas Shrugged.
Why?
It'd be too long for you to read.
That's not nice. Have you read it?
No.
What?
It's too long for me to read.
It was written in 1957. It's probably a very easy read.
Yeah, they had new smaller words then.
No one had time to read back then. John Galt. John Galt is a fictional hero of Atlas Shrugged, an epic novel. And finally, Powerade or Gatorade. It's more an opinion question.
I
but
actually haven't had either one in a long, long time.
it was asked by Kyle Mirdo.
Oh gosh.
Of you.
Of me.
Yeah.
I haven't had it either in a long time. I'm gonna say Powerade's cheaper, but I think I like Gatorade better.
That's what
For
he
taste.
said, actually.
Yeah.
But I know I think he prefers Powerade Powerade for the taste too. Your roommate drinks a lot of Powerade.
Yeah. No, he drinks a lot of Gatorade.
Does he?
Yeah, I'll at lunch at meals he drinks Powerade in the room.
At meals he eats Powerade.
Yes, at meals he eats Powerade.
That's all he eats.
Now he drinks a bunch of Powerade at meals, Gatorade in the room.
I see.
Yeah, he
That's an
sits on the floor and drinks Gatorade a bunch.
That's an interesting approach.
Yeah.
Well, that's all for question hour. If you don't have any.
Yeah, no one asked me questions. It made
People-
me sad. Guys,
people.
ask me questions. I
We-
want questions.
We want you to just overload our inboxes with questions.
Yeah, we want questions.
all the questions.
I'll cry for you
Dun dun dun.
if you want. If you won't give me a question,
He'll cry for them or about them.
I'll cry. Okay. Yes.
I will sympathetically cry for you.
No, I'll cry for every reason. I'll do a good job crying everyone.
Today, I think we need to discuss.
My poem.
Oh yeah, your creativity.
It's
First-
so bad.
First, I'm going to read the Olympic Charter, which is Google's headline today. The practice of sport is human right. Every individual must have the possibility of practicing sport without discrimination of any kind, and in the Olympic sprint, which requires mutual understanding with a spirit of friendship, solidarity, and fair play. Which is probably about all the social injustice happening in Russia. So, yeah.
I get it.
Yeah. You know. All right, your poem.
Okay.
I need to write a poem while you
Yes.
do your
Yeah,
poem.
the
don't I?
time. It's a very bad poem I wrote in about as much time as you're gonna have.
That's
It's also not really a poem.
okay. Ready? Set. Go.
Hypnosis. Today I woke up in my bed, just as I expected. Tomorrow I'll probably do the same. It's raining outside. It wasn't doing that earlier. Unexpected. I ate lunch this morning. Unexpected. I hosted part of the show by myself. I admit, it was expected. A book fell off of a shelf. That's a lie. When I write poems, I feel a need to lie. It's raining outside.
What?
So grab your umbrella, or go indoors, or stay outside in the rain. You'll certainly get wet, but you'll have more fun. I'm done. I'll shut up now. Just remember what I've told you to do. Beery, I defer to you.
Ooh. I got 3 stanzas.
3 stanzas! Probably better than mine. Hopefully better than mine. This is my worst creativity ever.
How can I understand anything that I didn't plan? Why can't I stand on my own 2 feet in the sand, stranger in a strange land, a bunch of hallucinations doing the can-can? So come with me, don't say goodbye. A tear comes to my eye as I watch you cry, and I sympathize. Sun beats down on my wind-burned face, and and the reflections.
Whoa, snap. Oh.
And the reflections in the water make me feel like a disgrace, and I'm out of place. But I want to see your. And then I stopped because you finished.
Haha.
I believe the next word was going to be face, but it also could have been sassafras pants.
It's probably gonna be face.
Those are
Spoiler
2
alert.
choices: sassafras pants or face.
I never heard the used word sassafras pants ever.
So that was my speed poetry.
Yes.
I don't think it was very good.
It's better than mine.
Meh.
By a lot.
Meh.
Mine was pretty bad.
Meh.
You still need to rhyme everything.
What?
You need to rhyme everything. That's like your goal in life. To rhyme everything.
I did rhyme pretty well.
To make everything rhyme.
I tried to rhyme.
I reject rhymes.
Everything in Russian rhymes because of
Does
the
it?
endings.
Oh, really?
But yeah, because like pretty much everything has an ending because in Russian word order doesn't matter.
Oh,
So you
fun.
have to label everything.
That's
So, like,
confusing.
a sentence is like kaki, choraki, fansia, forki. So there's about an e, or it's ooh, or it's or it's
Are you speaking grasshopper?
yes. Apparently.
That is strange.
Also, it's weird because in English you devoice consonants, and so it sounds like so like a bunch of vowels. In
You're
Russian,
bad at W's.
in Russian you devoice vowels, so it sounds like.
Interesting.
Yeah, so that happens. What are you? Towns apparently thinks we're at a poetry slam. So, this is as good a place as any to start with what I think we were going to start with here anyway.
Yeah. It's to be done.
Towns and I have declared war on the athletic department of Stetson
Yes, we
University.
have. Yes, we have.
I don't believe this is libel or slander.
Nope.
We're going to state simply nothing but facts.
Yep.
The Stetson cross country team currently receives 3/4 of a full scholarship to apply to recruiting purposes, which is
Not much.
so much less than any other athletic team, especially
As
D1
far as we
athletic
know.
team.
I don't know exactly.
Putting our team heavily at a disadvantage compared to every other D1 team in the state, country, world. I don't even care what you want
Not
to say.
like every, but yeah.
Pretty much.
I'm trying to cover our bases so we don't slander anyone.
That's true. Relatively. We are in the bottom, at least, I'm going to say 10% to be safe.
We're towards the bottom. I just say that.
Okay.
Be vague. It's safer.
We're towards the bottom. And so, we're starting a campaign to kind of up understanding and acknowledgement and purpose of the cross-country team at Stetson University. So,
Yay, cross country.
if you want to be a part of our letter-writing campaign, just shoot us an email, and we'll give you addresses to write cordial, nice, thoughtful letters about how
This is after we find the addresses.
certain administrators are handling certain situations at Stetson University. And also,
We are working on a manifesto.
yeah, that will be issued soon. We'll read it on air, of course.
Oh, duh. It won't be that scary.
And beyond that,
But like if we read it on air, they won't be able to see like the magazine cutout letters.
we'll do a video.
Which yeah, okay.
We'll do a video
Good.
of it. Or
Good.
post a picture or something.
Yeah.
You'll get the full effect.
You'll get the 5.
So, and then from there, we'll see where it goes. But we'll keep you updated. And if you can do anything, if you want to do anything, tell us. If you can do anything, if you think of anything, tell us. And yeah, we'll go from there.
Yeah,
We just
Schwarz.
wanted you guys to know that we're basically dedicating our existences to toppling the hierarchy that oppresses us.
Go cross country. Yay, sports.
Our coach recently. Can I say that on air?
What?
What coach told us this morning?
He said a lot of stuff.
The majority of coaches who try to change things from the bottom up end up divorced and single.
Yeah. Apparently
so,
that's a thing.
so, because we don't want our coaches' family to fall apart trying to help us, Towns and I have taken this burden
Yes.
upon our own backs,
To protect our coach's family.
and we intend to bear this cross ourselves. So, we'd like help,
Yep.
and that's all I got.
Unless
I know,
you're married.
unless
we
you're
don't want
married,
your help.
we don't want to ruin your life.
Keep your marriage.
Stay away.
Be safe.
But we're single and just knocking it about. So we figured
Yep.
we can do this. We are 10 minutes early, and
We should never describe ourselves as single and knocking it about.
probably.
It's
Not.
just a bad like way to
Yeah.
describe people.
Do you need to rant about? We're 10 minutes out, and
Do I need to rant about?
I have literally nothing. So
I woke up this morning, and I couldn't find the key to my room.
really,
Yeah, that was really stupid.
that sucks.
I lost the key to my room,
Aw.
and then I like looked at my desk thinking it was there. Looked where my other keys were, thought they'd be there. Then I looked in the pants I was wearing last night, thinking it'd be there. Then I like went to practice to go run. Then I came back, looked around again, looked in the same places, looked at my pants again, looked on the desk and whatnot.
Yeah.
Then I took a shower. Then I came back, looked around everywhere, again, looked at my pants, and then I found my key in my pants. Like literally the third time I looked there.
That's a problem.
Yeah, I'm stupid. I wore my wrong flip-flops to my shower. So I'm like, I have shower shoes because I'm not gross
Yeah.
entirely. I'm not entirely. I'm kind of gross.
You're kind of.
I'm kind of gross. I'm just like a thing of membranes, which is kind of gross. And yeah, so I wore my flip-flops. It made me sad. And now I'm here. It was a short day.
That
It
sounds.
was a really short day.
You have class.
Oh yeah, I had class
You
today.
have all your classes today.
Yeah, I had all my classes.
Literally all of
No,
them.
one was canceled.
Oh, okay.
Then I went to a different one, but then that was canceled. So, yeah, I had classes today.
I just deleted my poem on accident.
What? It's okay. You'll write another one in like 50 seconds.
It's funny because it's kind of true.
Yeah, yawn.
So
Shouldn't yawn on air. What was that sound? Do you hear the dog thing?
no. What?
We gained a listener in the last few minutes.
Really? Hi.
Hi, listener that you joined that.
You joined at the part where we're out of material.
Yeah.
Are we supposed to say that? You know what?
No, we have
If
material.
we're not, screw it.
A
Screw
personal
it.
hour.
I'm gonna be real.
Yeah, be real.
I'm gonna be
Okay,
real with
let's
our
be real.
sound- Well, I was gonna be real with our sound hounds out there. That's actually an app. Never mind.
Yeah, no,
Our
they're
Soundcats.
Soundcats.
With our
I
Soundcats.
just no, now we're kind of punning off of Soundhound.
That wasn't the plan, though.
I know, but
Going
now
into
we
it,
are.
I just called you 2 lizards and a Soundcat.
I know, and Soundcat's just so interesting.
It's Soundcat.
Like, what is a Soundcat? Who is a Soundcat? What qualifies you as a Soundcat?
If you like Soundcat, tell us. And if you think it's too close to Soundhound, we'll change it, but not really.
And if you are Soundhound, get a lawyer.
Ha ha ha.
We'll go on too.
Watch us just get sued by Soundhound. That would be awful.
That'd be hilarious.
I would say it was your idea, even though there's
yeah.
blatant empirical evidence it wasn't.
Even so.
I'm supposed to be real now? What am I doing with my life?
What are you doing with your life?
I'm running and I'm stuff.
Want to run later?
No.
Want to bike later?
Yes. I mean, no, but yes.
Yeah, okay.
Why are we planning workouts on air?
I don't. Okay,
We
guys.
can't do this.
Guys, last week after the show, we have a history of making bad decisions after the show.
Oh yeah, we really not
Yeah.
like
Last week-
really bad decisions. Like we
I
never
know,
done
like
cocaine
media.
after the
Yeah,
show.
we do a little bit of cocaine, but that's
not.
no, that's not true.
We should incriminate ourselves on
Dad,
air.
don't listen to me. I'm lying.
Dad, Towns isn't that bad of an influence.
No, no, I'm not
He hasn't got me to do cocaine yet.
yet. Yeah. So we had a bad idea. We were gonna do a workout. We went to the gym, and they had bikes. The
With,
bikes
like-
looked like fun.
And there were little screens
They
with
looked like a lot of fun.
trails and stuff.
Yeah, like we saw like bikes on trails. They
we
looked- it was
thought
like-
this was a good plan.
It was like a video game thing. It was like an arcade like racing game. You see, like
we're like, oh, we'll cross train.
yeah,
We'll be good little cross country runners and cross train.
yeah, we'll race each other. We'll cross train.
It'll
we'll
be
have
nice.
fun.
Let's do the hardest one because
Yeah.
we're D1 athletes.
yeah, right. It's like easy. It's like a little pedal thing. I can bike 20 miles.
Hardest thing I've done in a while.
Literally the hardest thing I've done in a while. Either.
It was really hard. So I have more. If you bike,
Yeah.
I have more respect for you now.
No,
than
yeah.
I've ever had before.
It
And
was like hilly, supposedly.
now Towns and I are doing it more
Like
often.
fake hilly. Like
It was. I mean, it was the hardest course this thing had to
Yeah.
offer. So
We
it was
made
20.
it
It was 20 miles and tons of hills.
we
Don't
made
even-
it 10 miles.
Yeah, we
and
made it
then
halfway
did, like,
through.
a water break. Then it just restarted.
Yeah, it was bad.
But yeah, after we got off, we couldn't walk.
It was-
and
And then I mean, recently we did a 13 miler. And
Yeah.
it actually wasn't that bad.
It
I think it was
wasn't-
the hills that really got
it
us.
wasn't good.
But
It was very painful still.
yeah, but this
I'm
I think
still making puddles of sweat and not
it-
being able to walk afterwards.
it's changed the way
That's
that
not a good thing.
it's changed the way we work out for sure.
Yeah, now we bike.
Yeah. So that's cool. But yeah, if you want to get in really good shape, you should run and bike.
Like hard bike. Like
Biking doesn't like burn as many calories apparently.
no, it's I like finished like 10 miles and it's like you've burned 250 calories.
But it's burned so it has to burn so much fat.
I
Like
know.
I have more little bumps in my calf muscles than I've ever had before.
Pimples?
No. Although I do have one of those.
Yeah.
I thought it was staph infection.
We should not close the show with pimple talk
We shouldn't.
or staph infections.
What should we close the show with?
Pimple talk.
Let's sing to each other.
No. Sing to
Not
each
really.
other a song that we're making up right now.
Don't we do that
Woo!
like 90% of shows?
Woo!
I don't understand if our sound.
Sorry, that like hurts the microphones of the people and the headphones of people in the booth. So it's fun to go woo.
I don't know if our Soundcats hate us and they keep listening because they hate us.
Yeah, Soundcats, what's your deal? We want to know you. Tell us more.
If you're listening right now, text me.
And tell us why. Why are you listening?
Give us advice,
Yeah, if you made it all the way through the show,
critique, some other nonsense.
we'll reward you, possibly.
Don't worry, guys. It doesn't get better from week to week.
Yeah, it does. See, if you go from this week to last week, there's like a downward decline.
That's true. Last week was.
Pretty
I don't
good.
know.
I like
this
last
week was okay.
This week wasn't like terrible.
We're okay. If nothing else, we're the realest radio show out there.
Yeah,
We'll tell you when
Yeah.
we're just bullcrapping things.
We end our show with a review.
We're our own worst critics.
Yep. C plus.
A
No.
minus.
No.
If
If
an A is basically a C.
okay, and like that scale. Okay, yeah, I could C minus. Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Guys, grade us on our page, just week to week.
Yeah,
Give us a
just-
grade.
That'd be awesome.
This is basically a college class, right?
Yep. Yay, Soundcats.
Go Soundcats.
Rate your podcast.
Soundcats down on the farm.
Meow 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 meow.
Oh, good.
Making sounds and cats noise.
We should just cut this 5 minutes early.
Yeah, we should.
We are falling apart.
Yeah, no,
This
we-
is
this is-
hurtling towards episode 2.
This is This is getting
if
bad
you guys
fast.
you guys picture a spaceship with bits of it falling off as it hurtles towards Earth, about to kill thousands of innocent people.
That's what I was picturing.
That's what this show is right now. So it's been fun.
Yeah,
guys.
it's been fun. See you.
Next week we'll come with like.
We might have
more
a guest next
creativity.
week.
We should have a guest. It's been a while.
Are we gonna have a guest next week?
Yeah, I thought you were gonna get
Okay.
us a guest this week.
No, I tried.
I'm gonna incriminate you on air.
I thought we were gonna get. I had a plan to get a guest this week. Then I asked you, can we get this guest this week? Even though he's a jerk face that I don't like.
That was a
never
bad
will.
plan.
No, he's still gonna get on.
No. He'll be on, but like not this week.
Why?
Special treat for you coming up someday. We'll
Yep.
try to.
We'll have a
Tonight,
guy named Kyle.
we are gonna schedule a guest. That way we have one for next week.
Yeah,
And by tonight, I mean at least by
yeah. Like,
next Wednesday.
next Wednesday night. Today.
We love you guys. Take care of
Bye.
yourselves.
We'll miss you.
Play them out, Towns,
I will play you guys out.
with like music and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Instead of like our speech patterns.
La 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 la.
Da 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 da
Speech
da
pattern,
da
speech
da.
pattern.
This was Townsend
speech
Theory with Joe
patterns.
Beery.